Hey everybody, Aaron here, and you're watching Outdoors and Botanical. Stay tuned. Alright, so today I've rescued some of these plants, some Vanes flytraps that have been growing in potting soil with fertilizer in them, and these plants are not doing too well. So today we're going to repot them into some good soil and try to revive these guys, and I'm going to show you how to do it in case you have the same problem and also the proper care for these. So let's get started. So to start, you want to get your plants and you want to remove all the soil that was on it because all that is bad. So we'll get this removed and I'll get back to you. So I got these plants from somebody that had them growing in potting soil that have fertilizer in them, and these plants cannot tolerate that. They need to be growing in an acidic soil with absolutely no nutrients, and that kind of soil actually isn't soil, it's a type of moss. So it's called peat moss, and pretty much it has absolutely no nutrients, and that's what these guys grow in the wild, and that's what they need to be in to survive. So I know the person I got these from is probably watching this, so if you want to try these again, I'm going to show you how to properly take care of them, and then I can give some of these back to you. So once you get all the soil off them, you want to sit them in a little container with distilled water. Again, they can't have tap water because that has nutrients and minerals in it. They need distilled water or RO water, like one of these systems. So once you have them sitting in here, you're gonna just rinse them out in here and try to get off every little bit of soil that is on the rhizomes on the bottom here and in the roots. So once you wash these off really well, we're gonna plant them. So I'll get these all rinsed off and I'll show you how to plant them. Okay, so after you've rinsed off all the plants, they should be nice and clean and look something like this. Then you want to remove all the dead leaves on them. If they're still green and just have a dead end, leave them and the plant will get rid of them on its own. But if they're completely black, take them off. So I've already taken off all those leaves. So now we want to prepare the pots for them. So this is peat moss. You can buy bags of it. Make sure it's not Miracle-Gro because that will have nutrients. Make sure it's pure sphagnum peat moss. And then you want to mix some perlite into it. Again, make sure the perlite isn't Miracle-Gro and that it's pure perlite. So this has no nutrients in it. It is just moss and perlite. So just mix about, I'd say about 25% perlite and 75% peat moss, and then soak it in some distilled water until it's completely wet, just like that. And now we want to fill all these pots with it. So let's get these filled. All right, so now we have our pots filled and I've made a little hole in the middle. Now what you want to do is grab your plant, and I find the best way is to try to hold these leaves up a little bit when you plant them. So pick them up like this, get those roots down the hole. Now the trick here is this rhizome, you want it to be just level with the soil, so you only want the white part under there. Then you want to bury it in. Pack it down just a little bit. Don't push it too hard. Push about as hard as you would push on your eyeball. That's a good way to do it. And that's our plant. So now we're going to do that with the rest of them, and I'll get back to you and show you how to take care of these. Alright, so as you can see, these are all planted right up just past the white part, but the rhizome is still slightly above the peat moss, and that is exactly how you want it. So this stops them from rotting. If you bury them too deep, they'll just rot. So as you can see, all the growth points are out of the soil, and that is perfect. So now for care. You want to sit these in a tray with about 1 centimeter of water. So about up to here on the pot. And you want to put a dome over those trays to keep the humidity up. So you can get plant trays that have a dome on them, and I'll put a picture right here of what they look like. So once you have those, you want to sit these under pretty bright LED lights in your house, or put them outdoors without a dome and keep them sitting in water to keep the humidity up. And these should do very well. So that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, stay outdoors, be botanical, keep your hobbies, and I'll see you in the next video.